I want to welcome you to our 6-week online writing tutorial program. It's sponsored by Educators Network, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization established to help teachers with professional development tools, assisting at-risk students, helping them to be more successful in the classrooms, and an overall networking tool. This is a new and thrilling educational experience that should keep all participants involved and engaged. As you know, everyone is busy. There is very little time to do anything. Most people want to acquire more skills, but oftentimes work and other responsibilities get in the way. So this is a fantastic opportunity to obtain those skills that you or your child needs. We offer writing classes, online tutorial for children and adult learners. We also provide basic skills and strategies in order to become more successful and proficient writers. We start out with offering a 6-week online writing tutorial course, which is very convenient for most learners. You won't even have to leave the comforts of your own home. The only requirement is that you have a computer and internet access. The course is organized around 6 learning modules. Learners will be required to read and write with understanding. The writing will include developing comprehensive sentences, paragraphs, and subsequent essays. What do you need to know? Well, you have to familiarize yourself with the course outline. Most people call that a syllabus. You have to also know how to navigate within the classroom environment, the online classroom environment. You need to familiarize yourself with materials needed to survive in that environment. And you might also want to formulate questions that you may have for your instructor. So let's take a tour. This is what the classroom environment may look like once you click on and click into your classroom. And the layout of the course is pretty simple, where you have the name of your course, which is the online writing course, TL1, which is tier level 1. You have your home page, information, content, and here's where you're going to ask your instructor questions if you have them, group work if you have that. Now, I have provided an announcement here for you, and this is the first announcement where I welcome you to the course and tell you again, just repeat what I said about the 6 learning modules and what you will need to utilize to be successful in the program. So here we're going to start out with our syllabus, and the syllabus is found in the content area right here. And you're going to go over to navigate over to the syllabus, and you will see that this is a 6-week tutorial course, and it gives you a brief description of the course where you're going to get significant components of the writing process, and you're also going to develop the strategies that you're going to need to be a successful writer. This course outlines what you see here. Identifying and using the pre-writing strategies, finding grammatical errors, correcting grammatical errors, so forth and so on. Again, it talks about the materials that you will need to be successful. And when you are to do a writing assignment, it should be in either Times Roman, font, Arial, size 12, and preferably double-spaced. We also make sure that plagiarism is not included in your work. Remember, if you use someone else's work, you need to paraphrase or use direct quotations. It talks about the assignments, which each one is worth, if there's any homework applicable, and it also gives you a brief outline of what the course is going to entail. Within the information section, was over here where you see these tabs, you will go to this section, and this is where the modules are located. Again, there will be approximately 6 modules per writing course, and the modules just give you an idea. We will have one per week. They'll also go over your objectives, what the expectations are, and assignments for the class. You need to log in at least once a day if possible, so you don't fall too far behind. It gives you an assignment timeline where you're supposed to submit your assignments, and you also have some reading assignments, which I will go over with you, and then you have your assignment. Usually in the very beginning of a course, we ask for a one-page introductory writing sample where you are to provide information about yourself, your interests, and your future goals. There also may be in the very beginning of the course, an additional writing assignment that you may also be required to do. If you go back to the content section of the course, again you'll see the syllabus, which we already talked about. But if you scroll further down, you'll see some other resources that you may need, including worksheets. And I want to go over this part about the writing essentials, which is something that will help you as you go through the course in terms of exactly some of the essential pieces of writing you may need. This particular course, you're going to be working on narrations, expository writing. You'll be going over some punctuation and different types of writing. So if I was to click on here in terms of the writing essentials, you would see an attachment come up that talks about the writing process. It goes over each part of speech, basic parts of speech, and so you'll be able to differentiate between those different parts of speech. So this is just a little document that you would need once you are taking part in the course. Also, we have a we have a writing essential number 2 in reference to narrations or narrative writing. And if you click there, you will also see a document that's going to describe the writing process for writing a narration. Talk about how a narrative or a narration tells a story. It reveals something of importance to you, a main idea, primary support. It has a purpose in mind. And it also gives you a format for the narration, that you should have your introduction, the first major event, your second major event, your third major event, and your conclusion. If you leave this section of the content and you go down to where it says your questions for the instructor, and you click here, this is a place that you can ask any questions that you need to. Sometimes you might find that the course is maybe a little bit overwhelming, or you have some questions about the assignments and or lessons. You just click on the information here, and once you do that, you'll be able to ask your questions to the instructor. So again, we talked about the syllabus, where you get information about the course, and it's broken down so you understand exactly what the expectations and requirements are of the course. And if you happen to be an elementary school student, which I'm sure many of you are, you will ask your parent to help you navigate through the program until you get used to it. And we also have some online tutorials for some of your students who need extra help. In addition, we go through the modules. You have 6 modules, and again, that explains each activity or assignment you have to do for that particular week. And it's pretty easy because we know that a lot of you are working, a lot of you are students, and you really don't have a lot of time just to add to the tremendous amount of work you already have in place for your day. We're not trying to overburden you, we're only trying to help you become more proficient writers. So again, you might have one, possibly two assignments at the most. So let's get started. If you think you're interested in our online writing course, we have affordable payment options. We work with at-risk students, students who are proficient and want to get better with some of their skills, obtain more skills. We also help students to prepare themselves to write essays during school. For professionals who are working and want to learn how to compose better cover letters for their resumes. Also, essays that will help you if you're getting ready to go back into school and you're trying to brush up on some of your skills. This is just like a prerequisite to some courses you might actually take in college or in class. So you can always write us if you want to write us. Educators Network Inc. and this is our post office box where we're located. You can also email us, and it's probably the easiest way to get in contact with us at teach@educatorsnetwork.org. You can always call us, and we're on Twitter. So if you think that you may be interested or you know someone who's interested in our online 6-week writing course, by all means, please get in contact with us or have them get in contact with us. We're looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks.